Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I appreciate every single last one of you. So for today's video, we are going to discuss Blue Lotus. So last week I drank it as a tea and I also smoked it just to see how it would increase and improve the messages in my dreams. I took it with the intention of clarity and to see whatever source had to tell me. So before we get into it, Blue Lotus, it has a lot of really good health benefits. So you can use it for erectile dysfunction, for my men out there. You can also use it for anxiety, for calmness. A lot of people like to use it for their skin and for their hair. And it's also said that back in the day, a lot of the Egyptians used to steep the leaves or steep the flowers into red wine. And they would let it sit for a couple of days to a couple of weeks. And then they would drink it as like this luxurious wine for them. All right, so this is my Blue Lotus mixture here. This I got off of Sacred Smoke Herbals, and then these are the leaves. Here they're like you know, broken up and everything, and it smells very berry. It has a very, very, very strong scent to it, and the taste the taste is stronger than the smell. So the first time that I took it in tea form, and when I tell you how nasty this tea was, words can't even describe. Words can't even describe how nasty it was. It kind of like, not that I've ever like had poison before, but if I was to go on a limb and say what poison tastes like, it tastes like this. It's very, very, very strong. The first time I tasted it, I didn't add any sugar or any, well, I don't, you know, consume sugar, but I like to use agave nectar. So the first time that I did it plain. I didn't add any sweetener to it because I just wanted to see exactly what it was going to taste like without it. Fucking disgusting. And then after I put the agave nectar in it, and it was like worse. So if you do try it in the tea, I would definitely recommend you actually like trying it regular first, and then kind of decide on if you want to waste your sugar and your sweeteners and put that in there, because for me it made it worse. But anyway, so you guys want to know what the dream was like after I took the tea. I'm gonna just push this back some. So when I took the tea, one thing that I noticed was that my dreams were extremely everywhere. They were very like, is it miscombobulated or discombobulated? Whatever. They were very everywhere. And what's crazy is I had a series of different dreams in one dream, if that makes sense. And it's funny because as I was asleep, I woke up and I was like, I should probably write this down, or I know I'm gonna forget. But I was like, I'm too tired, I'm just gonna go back to sleep. And I went back to sleep. But the one thing that I did get from that dream was that be specific when calling in your soulmate. And I thought that was really funny because if you guys follow my YouTube channel, I made a love oil, not specifically for like calling in a soulmate, but I solely believe, and it is known to be true, that if you vibrate on a certain frequency, you will attract that. So I just wanted to vibrate on love in general, love within myself, to attract, you know, loving friends, and then also a loving partner. So I thought that it was really funny that I had made the love oil and then I had a dream that was about that. So maybe I need to be more specific with the love oil that I create and that I do. I don't know, but that was the message that came through when I took it in a tea form. So when I took it, and oh, also let me tell you too, the ratio that I got from this book. If you're really into herbs, if you're really into making like concoctions and, you know, herbal teas, definitely recommend this book. It's really good. It shows you how to prepare it, how to infuse, and how to do a lot of really great things. So the ratio that's in this book is you do 1 tablespoon of the dried herb to 1 cup of boiling water. And what you also want to be very careful of is, since that this is a flower, it's very thin, it's very fragile, it's very gentle. So what you want to do is you want to boil the water first and then allow the leaves to steep. You don't want to boil the leaves in there. Well, you don't want to boil the flower in there with the water because you don't want to burn it. You don't want to damage the goodness that you are pulling out of it, that you are extracting out. So make sure that you prepare it properly. So I actually steeped mine for about 6 hours. You don't necessarily have to steep it if you don't want to, but just keep in mind that the longer that you steep something, the longer that you let it sit, the more powerful it's going to be, and the more good benefits is going to be infused into that water. So keep that in mind when you are making your tea. So going off to smoking it. Okay, so I took a pinch of this flower and I stuffed as much as I could stuff into my pipe. So this here is the pipe's little entry part, I don't know, where you put the herbs in. And so I filled this up all the way to the top and I smoked it all the way through, and then I grabbed a little bit more and then I smoked a little bit more, but I didn't, you know, like do as much as I did the first time. And so when I smoked it initially, I did feel something. I didn't feel high. If you have ever smoked weed before, or if you've ever like gotten high before on any like hallucinogen, you know what it's like to be high. It's not a high like that, but it does make you feel like something. I don't know, I really can't describe it. It's not a bad feeling, it's a very slight feeling. It gave me a little bit of energy though, which I was really surprised, because a lot of the videos that I saw said that it relaxed them. And also, if you look it up and Google how Blue Lotus makes you feel, it says that it makes you relax. But I had like hella energy, so I don't know if it was just me being like extra that day and just being on 10, or if it was the herb, but I felt like I had hella energy. And then eventually, you know, as the night kind of progressed, then I started to kind of come down and be more relaxed and chill. And yeah, so definitely would recommend smoking it over drinking it. One, because of the taste was horrible, and then two, because my dreams were so clear, like so powerful, so clear. I'm actually probably gonna smoke it again tonight. I'm probably gonna smoke it again tonight to see what it's like if I meditate before and if I set my intentions. But yeah, when I smoked it, so the message that came from my dream, and it was the same as I took it in the tea form, was there was 4 different dreams in one, but the difference between this one was all 4 dreams were very specific and they were all the same. The first time when I drank it in a tea, there were 4 different dreams, but they were all different, telling me different things, and just super confusing, and I don't remember anything when I woke up. So the dream that source was telling me that I need to trust my intuition, because sometimes I have this problem where I will seek validation from other people and I won't trust myself. And so the message was, trust yourself or you're gonna find yourself in situations that you might not be able to get out of. And so this particular message, so I'll give you like an example of 2 different dreams so you can kind of know like how my dreams were. So long story short, the first dream, I had went to the club. I was with my dad. I was at my dad's house, and my stepsister was there and my brother was there. And we all went to the club together, and I ended up leaving early. And my dad was like, oh, like you're back early. And I was like, yeah, I know, you know, I just wasn't feeling it. Long story short, I felt like a lame for leaving early. And so I was like, okay, well, maybe I should just need to go back. But when I was about to go back, I kind of had like this inkling of, okay, maybe I shouldn't like go back. Maybe I left early for a reason. But I didn't listen to myself. I went back, and this might be pretty sensitive, so I'll just say everyone passed away, and I was able to get out in time to preserve my life. And then the second dream I was at my house and I had friends over, and there was somebody trying to get into the house. Long story short, I knew that they shouldn't be in the house. I knew that they were going to come in the house and hurt us. And so I was like trying to fight to keep the door closed. And then one of my friends ended up, you know, like, Naya, you know, it's not that big of a deal, just let him in. I'm freaking out, and I'm like, no, like, do not let this person in. I'm telling you, like, do not let him in. And I gave in and I caved, because, you know, my friend in the dream was telling me like, Naya, chill out, it's not that big of a deal. And so as he was like letting the guy in, I like ran into my room and jumped out the window and ran. And as I like run to my room, he like comes in, trigger warning, everyone passes away, and the guy is like out looking for me, but I got away. And so my dreams were just so extremely clear, and I've been getting a lot of messages from spirit lately to trust my intuition. And so that message was pretty much just like to confirm everything that I was hearing. Trust my intuition, trust my intuition. And how clear the messages were after I smoked it was, I can tell you every single dream verbatim of everything that happened. I can even tell you what some of the people in my dream was wearing. Like I can remember it all, because this Blue Lotus, smoking it, allowed so much clarity. It allowed me to really understand exactly what my dream was telling me. And so if you are interested in taking Blue Lotus to enhance your dreams, to help you lucid dream, now I will say I didn't necessarily lucid dream, but my dreams were clear. So yeah, if you are trying to get clear answers from spirit in your dreams, if you are trying to work with your dreams, I definitely recommend Blue Lotus. This was really good, but play around with it. You know, just because I took it in T form and my dreams were kind of confusing doesn't mean that it's going to be the same for you. So kind of play around with it and see what it is that works for you, because I know some people really don't like to smoke, and technically I kind of don't. This has been like a new thing that I've been doing lately, so I would try my other ones in T form, but for Blue Lotus I'm going to smoke it because that's the best results that I get is from smoking it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thumbs up, like, and subscribe. If you guys are going to try Blue Lotus, I would love to know. So let me know what your experiences are, or if you've even tried it before already, let me know. I would love to see what your experiences are and kind of compare them to what mine were. So I will see you guys in the next video. Make sure that you subscribe and then hit the bell notification down below so you stay updated when I post future videos, and I will see you in the next video. I said that twice. Bye. Peace out.